What's up, pitchers? Today I'm going to cover an interesting concept. So this is how your shoulder pinch, your scap load, whatever you want to call it, I try to use as simple terminology as I possibly can, how it influences your shoulder and hip separation. Okay, so this is going to help you with your velocity, with your accuracy, with your consistency, and just with your overall mechanics in general, all right? So if you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It's going to tell you when I release a new video. I put out a couple each week, and I hope you really enjoy learning from me some of the stuff that I found valuable as a player and as a coach and as a baseball academy owner. Okay, so today, here's what we're going to talk about. The arm action and how it relates to shoulder and hip separation. So shoulder and hip separation, as you can see in another video, I won't go too into depth into today because I have more videos. I'll put it in the links in the description below. But shoulder hip separation is where my chest is relative to my lower half, okay? So when my lower half is facing slightly forward, my upper half should be facing slightly back. And here's the thing that's going to help you do that, because again, I don't need to show you my lower half right now. We all know that when I land, my chest should be facing slightly back and I'm closed to my target. That's what closed pretty much means. So I'm not facing sideways, I'm facing slightly angled back. To get that, your arm can really help you increase the amount of separation that you get and stay closed longer. And here's how. So when I do my throwing arm swing, so I'm lifting my leg and my arm comes down, if I'm simply and purely just down and then up into position, I'm not gonna incentivize my chest to rotate back, to counter rotate, to help get me in the right position. Because this is just going up here, it's not really having any influence on my upper body. However, as I break my hands, and this is what all high-level throwers do, my elbow is gonna start to retract. It's gonna start to pinch back. My shoulder blades, especially my right one, is gonna pull back here, and that's what's gonna help to flip my arm as I then come up and over top and deliver the ball. So if you're struggling with shoulder hip separation, this is what I want you to think about. As you break your hands, making your hand path less circular and more of a down and a heavy pull, like you're pulling a bow and arrow, getting that elbow coming back, because what happens is when my elbow really pulls back and pinches this shoulder blade back and down into my right pocket, I'm a righty, this is pulling my whole upper body with it. So what happens is, as I do this, it's pulling my upper body back, and that's helping to delay how fast my upper body goes through, and then keeps me closed longer and thus increases my shoulder and hip separation. So don't think if you're struggling to stay closed, if you're struggling to keep your separation as long as you can, it might be because your elbow is not pulling back hard enough and trying to regulate your upper body. It will hold your upper body back longer if you're doing this heavy shoulder blade pinch, scap load, whatever you want to call it, all right? So, does this make sense to you? If not, leave me a comment. If it does make sense, leave me a comment. Let me know if this makes sense, because this is something I've been working on in my lessons with a lot of my pitchers, and I see the results, because when they're lifting here, this doesn't change. When they're pulling back, this goes back with it. You can see it. Try it at home, just jump in the mirror and you'll see as you're pulling that shoulder blade back, it's dragging your upper body with it, and that's gonna separate you between your lower and your upper half. Again, if you wanna get more into depth into shoulder hip separation in general, if you're not familiar with the term, jump into the description. I've got a link to one of my other videos that explains that terminology. It'll show you exactly what I mean. That's a great prerequisite to this video here, all right? Hopefully this video helped. Leave me a like, I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel and follow me on social media. I'm at Coach Dan Blewett. And if you're looking for more in-depth pitching resources, I've got links to my books, my free ebooks, and my online pitching courses. So if you're really a student of the game, definitely check those out, and I'll see you in the next video.